Shit, we got one today, y'all. Welcome to another episode of the Get Your Ass Up podcast. I am your host, Tony the Closer. Today, we have a very, very electric guest in the building, an amazing father. Hey, man, Bill Haney's in the building, man. What's up, Bill? What's up, brother?
Thank you for having me. I mean, electric. I haven't been described with such poetry to say electric, but I hope that I'm living up to it, brother. You're doing an amazing job, Tony, with what you've been doing, and thank you for having me.
Hey, man, it's an honor. First and foremost, I say electric because just probably like 48 hours ago, I see you ready to squabble. I see you in the full-blown, it looked like a 6'5", 270 security guard was about to put paws on you. I was like, oh shit, this was that's electric to me. So I was like, man, Bill is out here acting up. Let me figure out what the hell going on.
Well, one thing about it is that, I'm operating in faith. You know what I mean? The one thing that God has given me is the ability to have 4 beautiful children, you know what I mean? 3 bonus babies. And man, I'll do anything for them when it comes down to it. I don't see no size, no building, nothing insurmountable when it comes to standing up for them. So
not even Bernard Hopkins?
Hey, man, listen, not even Bernard Hopkins, and I can imagine and I would hope that the other fathers, kings, and also the queens to have enough wherewithal to, be responsible and channel that energy when it comes time to it, man. Never back down when it comes to your kids, especially when they're doing something positive like mine. Devin, the Dream Haney, the undisputed 2-division youngest.
Come closer to the mic.
Okay. Let me get closer like Tony the Closer and give it to you even more closer. Father, trainer, manager to the 2-division undisputed champion of the world, youngest to do it, entrepreneur, Devin Haney promotion, CEO, you know what I mean? The list goes on. I couldn't be more happy to be on the show and not only represent him, but representing the DHP brand. And, this is where we at.
Yeah, man. Hey, one thing I told you when I saw you at breakfast, the amount of respect I got for you as a father, first and foremost, is admirable. Your involvement in pushing your son, from a promotion aspect, from a trainer, and all the other entities of being a father is something that, like, I'm like, damn, okay.
Well,
I got some work to do.
Well, no, when you promoting the truth, you know what I mean, you get a lot of help, you know what I mean? And like I say, that we're operating in our faith, our belief in Allah, the gift that he's given us, and we just walk in it. It's alhamdulillah. It's good all the time, you know what I mean, with us. So any obstacle that they put in front of us is an opportunity for us to show that we're really the ones. You know what I mean? Because if you put some negative around us, we're gonna come up with some positive, and that's gonna prevail, and that's what you're saying.
So you guys just had a big announcement, 420, Ryan Garcia.
Absolutely. I mean, are they got to be ready for it? Because let me just tell you, Ryan, with all the distractions, you know what I mean? The leather coat, because see now. What threw me off
He told me he was smoking on some packs or something. I heard somebody was smoking on something.
I came to Hardin. Ain't no Bill Haney packs. Ain't nobody smoking on me. I'm here. I looked around, and if they was here, you know what I mean, I would let you know. There's no Bill Haney packs. And if they were, they would be so exclusive. I'm telling you, Ryan wouldn't have them.
So, looking forward to the fight 420, right?
Absolutely.
What do you expect? What's your thoughts? Give me your expectations for the fight.
Let me tell you first and foremost, I'm not underestimating Ryan. People saw some different energy in him. I don't know if it was his leather coat, like I said, because he came through. He was like the Fonzie, Fonzarelli, himself, Happy Days, but he showed energy that people hadn't seen but I know he's a talented kid. He's only lost came from, extremely powerful other guy, nemesis, and that other guy. You know the name. You know the other old boy. But anyway,
hold on.
Wait. But let me tell you. Let me tell you because I don't want to go there first. Let me go. Let me
you know I got something.
Okay, but let me say that Ryan Garcia is an extremely talented guy and kid that we are not by any stretch taking him lightly. We know that there's no hydration in this fight. He's going to be at 140 pounds. He hasn't lost at 140 pounds with no hydration. We know that, he's a multi-division amateur champion. But Dev is going to beat the brakes off of him because it's Devin, and he's special. I tell everybody, don't try to emulate Devin. He's the hardest working man in boxing, and it'll show on 420 Devin's superior skills. But Ryan, I know he's coming to fight, and it's going to be a hell of a fight. It's going to be a hell of an event. 420 to be announced, the arena and venue.
All right, so give me your prediction for the fight. Give me what's your expectations?
A bloodbath, a massacre. You know what Devin do? He go in there and put on we call it the tattoo shop. He opens up the tattoo shop. Rights, lefts, uppercuts. I mean, it's an array of shit that he does, and that's what's called being a master class performer, a master class boxer, right? And the name of the game is boxing. But you saw in the championship fight with Regis Prograis, not only did we show the defensive skills in breaking the record in terms of championship fights, but we also did a number on Regis Prograis, not only knocking him down, beating him up, and a corner and a doctor going in there to see him. And you know what I mean? This is the name of the game, and this is what we do.
So is Ryan going to leave this bout with the pretty face that he be talking to?
No, I can guarantee you that. And listen, anybody and all the Ryan Garcia fans, you know what I mean? This is the one that if you're upset about him for anything, watch this because Devin is going to tattoo his face on 420. Believe that.
I've noticed Ryan's been, using the Philly shell recently and heavy like back turning.
Well, I mean, when I noticed that, and I knew that, you from Philly. There's a lot of Philly shells and Philly shoves and pushes going on, man. What's happening with Philly, man? You know what I mean? What y'all got going on, man? Is there a champion from Philly right now?
Oh man.
Well, yeah. Let me take that around.
To the bathroom. He invited you to the bathroom.
Well, listen. And out here we get down when we get mad at, you know what I'm saying? And then, if it had started from the bathroom and led out of the bathroom or wherever, but I went every place that he wanted to go until he did that. What is that? The Philly slide? I didn't say the Philly shell, but let's give it a name today on Tony the Closer. Tell me what it is, because I see a lot of shoving and pushing going on. Ryan did it, and you noticed that Bernard did it. Is that a new move that we need to watch out for?
Man, they want smoke apparently. What you do to piss these guys off, man?
Shit, I guess I didn't do too much if all I'm getting is a little shoving and a little pushing. What you think?
The man inviting you to the bathroom. What made it personal? What made it get personal between you two?
Hey, man, listen. I don't know because, we've never had a chance to actually talk about it. We've had a few things that we've exchanged. But, that's left for me and him to talk about, I think we left off on a note that we might need to have a discussion. And, when that time comes, we'll have that discussion.
All right, respect that. You sent me something, and I looked at it. He said $20 million guarantee. $20 million guarantee. And it was turned down by Tank. What you think about that?
What do you want me to start crying here? I mean, is this the part that we have the sentimental part where I just start fucking shedding some tears? I'm on to 420 and Haney versus Garcia, because that was 20 million back then. We don't know what this one is about to be, being that Ryan Garcia then raised his hand and coming in at 140. So I gotta give him some credit. I gotta give him some credit that he done raised his hand, and he says that he's gonna come in there in his best shape with no handicaps.
No excuses, huh? No rehydration, no nothing.
Man, it ain't no excuses on either one of them part. They both had 3, and it was 3. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? It's the ultimate grudge match. It's the Haneys versus the Garcias, 420.
Can you tell me how you and Dev started the journey getting into boxing? Just like, how did you get from, the father to actually getting them into training them and into now having like a title fighter? Like,
well, that's something that I think, and I always say this, that Devin and boxing found each other. Boxing and Devin boxing. It was a marriage that was meant to be. It's nothing that can be emulated, duplicated, or fostered into no other kid. It was just something that, he did naturally. He was willing to fight anybody at any given time, and you'll see, even with the bodyguard or whoever it is, Dev is still ready to go. You know what I mean? Like, he's just always had that kind of energy. And when he was in school, he kept getting into fights and stuff like that, So after the last time he got into a fight at school, he had a fight with actually in the boxing gym. He had a fight with me first at home, you know what I mean? But while driving from the school to home, I asked him, I said, do you think you tough? You know what I mean? He didn't respond to me. He was just looking out the window. And then I said, yeah, you think you tough. I said, I'm going to take you to a gym because we done left Oakland and now we're here in Las Vegas. And, I don't want you to you know what I mean, mischannel. Just somehow I just want to get him back on course because he's playing football as well. Okay. And he didn't look at me. But then when I told him I'm going to take him to the gym and see, he turned right back and looked at me in my eyes and said, okay. So I took him to the gym, and hopefully I was thinking that I was going to get him, you know what I mean, get him whooped on so he could get, not get that sense of whatever I thought that was going to come out of that. And that the opposite happened, Tony. The opposite happened for real. It was a chance that I got a chance to see that he's special, you know what I mean, and in a way that he sparred with a little kid and he knocked him out his shoes. He had some little Velcro shoes on, Tony, for real. No, for real. I'm telling you, he had some Velcro shoes on. It was the first time I had seen it. And the trainer said, he's a natural. And I had never heard that. We had been on the football field. We had been playing all kind of sports. And nobody had said he was a natural. So from that point on, I wanted to help him be the best that he could be and his natural thing. And when you see that he has the best jab in the business, because that's his least dominant hand, but he has the right hand that made the Antonio Moran give him the knockout of the year. You see, that's a talent. And my whole thing after fast forwarding from Australia 2 times, Lomachenko, Regis Prograis at a sellout arena at home, was still and always has been my message to other fathers to keep going, man. Believe in yourself, believe in your sons, and it can happen. You know what I mean? Especially when you have faith and you know that that's naturally what they do. You know what I mean? What you naturally should not do is give it away, King.
I like that. What have been some of the challenges with the father-son trainer dynamic?
Well, you said a whole lot of shit at one time. That's the problem. You know what I mean? You're going to have to do one or the other. Either you're going to have to be being a father and a father and son situation, and you're going to have to be being a trainer in the trainer situation. You can't be all of that shit because there's definitely going to be problems. You see what I mean? So when you dealing with a fighter and you're a trainer, then you understand the fighter's frustration because he's the boss. But ultimately, you have to prepare for war, and you have to prepare him. So you can't, you know what I mean, kiss his ass. You can't do none of that other shit because the next person is in there going in there to embarrass him, fuck him up, try to send him to the hospital. So you got to be a trainer. And when it comes to doing that, that's what I'm doing. That's not a position for the father, for thinking about himself, or thinking about anything other than that opponent that you're going to deal with. So, I hate to say, but, it's sometimes, you have to turn off certain aspects of the way you think and life, just dealing with this game, especially as close as I am with me and Devin.
Good. A lot of people have been putting out spar videos, right? That's the new deal. Like,
that ain't the new deal. We did it first. Everybody, the Dev showed up on YouTube first with the boxing. Everybody said that you wasn't gonna get nowhere with YouTube boxing, you content and all that. We did real Devin Haney TV way, way, way back. We showed the sparring, and they said that digital television wasn't the place. Linear television, you had to be on Fox, you had to be on ESPN, you had to be on traditional television. I think we broke down that dynamic and that way of thinking that you couldn't pop off in the digital space. Now you see all the big companies leaning more to marketing here, and or their complete living space being in a digital world. And I think that we can't let that Devin believed in that shit early on. And instead of, taking the check, right, and going the route that they were telling us that we should go, we went on faith, knowing that everybody got a phone, man. Every content is, what I mean? So we're in a different space, a whole different space.
With doing like the full Devin Haney TV brand, obviously now everybody is on a content creation. Boxing has become very, you see everybody going back and forth. Hey, posting spar videos. I whooped his ass. I'm better than him. How do you go into a spar session? Do you feel like these are practically real fights? Because I'm confused on what the hell a spar session is supposed to be now, because I'm hearing people, I dropped him. He's soft. He this. All the back and forth. What is a spar session to you? Is it truly damn near a fight?
You're supposed to go there to get better. You know what I'm saying? But it's a contact sport. You know what I'm saying? So you can get hurt. You know what I mean? And they've said that most of the injuries happen inside the gym and not on fight night. You know what I mean? A lot of the preparation. Getting prepared with the sparring partners. So anybody that getting up in there sparring, man, be prepared for, you know what I mean? Just be prepared, I could say, because you might go in there and say that you're going to go 70%, and this guy go up 100, you know what I mean? So man, come on, just sparring is sparring, but, the whole sport in general is a rough sport.
What's a typical day like for Bill Haney?
I'm up for Fajr prayer early. You know what I mean? Hopefully, you know what I mean. I'll get even an earlier prayer in before Fajr prayer, and that comes in, before the sunrise. So after that, then I'm on their helmet. If they, you know what I'm saying, got anything that they've been saying, bad about the baddest fighter in the world right now, and
who's the baddest fighter in the world?
Man, Devin the Dream Haney. Do not down him, crown him. I mean, even if you got to crown him here on Tony the Closer, you know what I'm saying? Period.
The best fighter right now.
Best.
What separates Devin from everybody else? Why do you say he's the best fighter?
Well, I mean, we start with skills. We talk about and it's almost undeniable that Devin has the best jab in the business, and slowly we've been leaking this out to the people, right? Okay, I just talked about that right hand that sent Antonio Moran into Devin having the knockout of the year. We talk about the feet, the footwork that Devin has. We see that against Regis Prograis, where he completely shuts him out. Now, those are what we say the eye test. We're saying, okay, this is what we're looking at. This is what we've seen under the lights. Then we talk about going to Australia to become undisputed, not once, but twice. It's never been done before, T. You just can't talk. You can't. It's history. In the 4-belt era, You know, Sweet Pea Whitaker, you know, he had 3 belts. So in the 4-belt era, no one has done it in the lightweight division but Devin Haney. You know, so, and then to go to do it overseas, but then to come back and defend overseas, no one had done that. Then to come back and defend against Lomachenko at the MGM Grand in front of a sold-out arena that wasn't there to crown you. They was there to down you. Then to go to step up to another weight class at the 140 and completely shut out Regis Prograis. I mean, you have to say at 25 years old and be an independent to go and say, okay, well, this is the fight that everybody said you couldn't get. They said you couldn't get Ryan Garcia, right? After you went and did all those things, they said, well, you're not a commercial success. You can't do it. You don't have the team, Tony. That's what they said. They said that you don't have the team. And guess what Devin Haney did? He made them all into believers. And he went and got the fight, right? And this is where we at on 420, Haney versus Garcia.
I love that, man. Let's talk about some of the challenges. The Lomachenko fight, you know, many people, you know, say, hey, Dev, you know, it was his toughest fight. Some people say he lost, right?
Yeah. Who are the people? I'm saying
Twitter. You know, Twitter's got
Twitter say a lot of shit now. Come
know,
on now. Twitter say a lot of shit. I didn't believe none of that shit. Soon as he put that damage on Lomachenko, listen. Now, everybody want to say about everything, but they want to never say that Lomachenko went in the locker room and started crying. That's the part that you know. He should, Tony. That's the part y'all don't want to talk about. Right? And now here's a grown man. Why would you, if you didn't want to fight? Have you ever, because I done been in plenty of fights, I ain't said I cried in none of them. But if I had won in that motherfucker, I didn't care who saw the shit. Would you go cry somewhere?
I mean, I don't know what the man emotion was based off. This is what I will say. As a trainer, when you're in those rounds where you feel like you're in that tight fight, what's your thought process? How are you trying to get Devin to remain calm, and then obviously coach him through what you see? What's that like?
Hey, every situation is new, and like I say, we have a deep sense and a faith of alhamdulillah that this is what it's supposed to be, and you know we are prepared for it. That's what I rely on. I rely on Devin making those adjustments because of his hard work that he's put in. And that we've put in the game, the professors that we've learned it under, Floyd Mayweather Sr., Roger Mayweather, let's give Jeff Mayweather, put him in there. We also talk about Eddie Mustafa, Virgil Hunter down there in the Bay Area. You know what I mean? We got Billy Giles, who used to train Hector Camacho over there in New York, that said you got to be ready to go kill, and it's not about how much you can give, but it's how much you can take. When we talk about the professors, Roy Jones and them, we done hung out with them, baby. So when I say to a fighter in his team, because the team is the fighter, and they talk that slick shit with me over the mic, I say, well, who's the lame that taught you the game, and where did you learn to play? Nigga, I just told you who I learned it from. Who the fuck did you learn it from?
Did you think that this would be as challenging as it is running it on really a father-son combo like this, trying to run it up independently?
I hope that it would be, because those are the times that we get a chance to really shine. You know what I mean? Because if you get deals, we got a chance to have some remarkable deals on the table from the who's who. You know what I'm saying? Of Whoville, right? The main guys. And nothing to say is wrong about the deals that they put on the table, right? But ultimately, when they said, would you like to decide whether you want to do that, or do you want to have ownership and be able to ultimately control your destiny, being able to make a decision that you'll go cross platforms and you'll cross and go and maybe work with an Eddie Hearn at DAZN, and then maybe work with Bob Arum with ESPN, and then ultimately, a golden boy for a Ryan Garcia fight. So, with having that in mind, I think we were working with promoters and all the promoters, and of the mindset that working together works, before you start hearing it now in 2024?
I need Bill Haney's top 5 boxers in the lightweight division.
Well, you got Devin Haney, and then let me see. In the lightweight, because now we got super lightweight and lightweight. See, now, or we got junior welterweight. Now, what pounds? Because see, let me start over. Because, you know, because you said lightweight. Is it super? Is it which one? Is Devin Haney in the division or not?
I like what you just did there. Give me your top 5. Come on now.
Okay, which division?
We're gonna go. Let's go 140, right? Let's hit the 140 weight class.
Oh, okay, inside the 140 weight class. You got Dev. You have Dev, and Dev, and at 140. That's all I see. I don't see anything. I see stay busy fights. I don't see anything else. Do you see something?
I want to know who. I want to know who's on the menu. Who we got on the menu?
We got Ryan Garcia on the menu, for sure. And listen, and I'm telling you.
And where does Ryan Garcia rank in your top 5?
He's in front of us, T. I ain't gonna lie. I'm telling you, we ain't ranking nobody. We ain't thinking about nobody because guess what? They wasn't thinking about us. But now on 420, we got a fight on our hands because he didn't raise his hand. You know what I mean? And if that's the case, then they would have did the last fighter. Rolly would have did what it took to get the fight. We did what it took. Did you see Tank talking about anybody else when he was fighting him? Because that's how serious a fighter it was with him. He put him on a hydration clause, right? So that's how serious he was, though. And so now everybody want me to smile and talk and underestimate this guy. I know what's happening with you, Ryan, and I know how your team and I know how you're coming. But guess what? You're not going to underestimate. We going to be prepared, brother. Yeah, we're going to be prepared.
Is there any I guess from a trainer aspect, any special things that you look at right now that you say, hey, here's how we're going to attack Ryan?
Right now, I'm going to give one away. Wait a minute, hold on. That might be the call saying we might be scaring Ryan off. So hold on. Let me just give me a second. Let me find the phone. I got the bat phone. I might be doing too much. Hold on. Is everything cool? All right, let's get back to business.
Where does Ryan rank in your top 5?
Oh, the thing about Ryan is when you talk about doing what it takes to fight him, because he went on tour. He went on tour and it didn't happen. We take him serious. Right now we take him serious at the top. That's why, this fight is so important. And, we got to be prepared on 420. And we will be for Ryan. We're taking him serious.
That left hook is something everybody talks about with Ryan. You got to watch out for his left hook. How do you Devin did a hell of a job against Regis defensively, just, where you damn near couldn't touch him. How do you prepare for, making sure you don't get set up because Ryan's trying to get you with one of the big shots?
No, that's definitely part of boxing. You know what I mean? He's destroyed men with his left hook, retired them with his left hook, and Luke Campbell. That's when the lights come on. It's about making those adjustments. And I say that Devin, you don't get a chance to do what you do best on that night in front of Dev. You know what I mean? So, that 420, you'll get a chance to see the best in the world, and you'll get a chance to see a formidable foe, and Ryan Garcia come with all he has, on 420.
420, a hell of a day. He said he's smoking on Bill Haney pack. I said, ooh.
Well, you're smoking on something here at Hardin that because definitely, and it's something that's not named Bill Haney because I done looked around and ain't no Bill Haney in here. Ain't nobody smoking on no Bill Haney because Bill Haney is right here at Hardin with Tony the Closer.
Hardin, appreciate the love in the dispensary, man. Number one dispensary in Las Vegas. Gave us the room and the facility to come here and get it done, and gave me some of the best weed. I am here fried.
Hey, listen, they don't only have.
I am here fried.
Well,
shout out to Hardin, man. Y'all got some damn woo-wee.
Well, he's fried. He's fried, and I'm wide awake. It's not only good weed here. So he says, but they also have CBD, and the CBD helps with a lot of different ailments. Come on down to Hardin and get a bar of it. And if you want to get fried, Tony the Closer, you can see it.
Come to Hardin, fried. I'm sitting here like shit.
And listen, and the CBD works too. So if you see, you know what I mean, with me, it's the CBD works.
Hey, so what would you say right now the fans should expect 420? Just give us real quick. What we gonna expect from Dev?
Oh, fireworks. Because you talk about what two extremely talented, well-touted amateur fighters turned pro. Devin going and getting all the hardware first. Ryan coming up through the ranks, having several good training camps with Derek James. You know what I mean? Trainer of the year to Earl Spence and, a number of great fighters to now have Ryan Garcia. Like I say, Team Haney is not underestimating that team over there. You know what I mean? And you can look forward to a high-level chess match, that could break out to a fight in round one. And, I always say, shit, if you go down once, you can get the people might, respect you. You go down twice, it might be the end of your career.
Uh-oh. So can we expect Ryan to touch the canvas?
Well, like I said, if he violate, Dev gonna demonstrate, and just like Regis Prograis. But unlike Regis Prograis, you're a young fighter. If you just went down, if you go down again, it might be over. Man, ain't nobody left. I came through here like a Uzi and shot everything up. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hey, real quick, what are Dev's goals outside of boxing and your goals outside of boxing?
Definitely my goal is paradise, Jannah. You know what I mean? And being a servant to Allah. You know what I mean? That's my goal in life, just period. You know what I mean? And I'm happy. And, mashallah, that Devin is a Muslim as well. You know what I mean? And so I think our goals are aligned and purposeful because it's serving God.
Anything you working on, as far as outside the ring, as an entrepreneur, like what are the things that you focus on?
Well, I'm focusing on a podcast and a show that's going to be entertaining and informative to a lot of brothers, because I don't want to say the other word, and you already know the word, T, so I don't want to leak it out, because you know what Tony said is, look, he said, B, that's so fly, that's so good, but do not say nothing to nobody, because niggas will steal it. They're going to say you're going to steal your shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I have some things that's working, but it's always something that's for the people, because I'm, extremely blessed. So if it's anything that I can do to help someone, that might be in a position that I am in, or was in a position, and we can talk about it. I got something cooking there, and then obviously me being the father that I am, and my family is of a major priority. I have two sons. I have a son that's playing tennis, and I have a daughter that's playing tennis as well. I get so excited about them. She's 9 and he's 14. He's winning tournaments. Little Sean Haney. You know what I mean? So, just being a parent, man. You know what I'm saying? Being a parent, being a dad. Busy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got a grandbaby, 3. So I think that what God has given us, the ability to have kids, the ultimate fun in the world. You know what I mean? As long as you're rooted, you're grounded. And I think, just my faith has given me so much more to do than not to do. You know what I mean? And it's all centered around my last name and not my first.
That's what's up. I appreciate you coming on here, man, and giving us the game. And then
Come on, I came to you to get the game. Now, what are you saying? Come on, get the game. Let's go. Let's rebirth. Remember you called me and the money and the millions and all the shit. We're going to get to that, right?
That's a whole different joint.
Okay, all right.
That's a whole different joint. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I wanted to make sure we talked about Dev, the fight 420, because we in Hardin.
Okay.
Like we got to break down.
That's real.
Yeah,
that's real.
Yeah, we gonna break down that.
You're doing an amazing job. What I've seen you and all the stuff, and I said that's a brother that's on top of it, because you giving it from both perspectives. You giving it, and you breaking it down. I wouldn't say dummying it down, because that would be a disrespect to the people that's getting it. But the way that you're breaking it down where a person can understand and it be relatable, and I mean financial literacy and just with the property and the real estate, man, keep doing what you're doing, because, we watching and we supporting.
Thank you. Real estate, obviously, my dad had a huge part with me getting involved. My dad's been involved about 28, 29 years now. And I learned from my dad, and I realized the information I had could help a lot of people. And I just started telling people, hey, yo, you can make money playing a middleman? And it just blew up. Wasn't even like, I didn't even expect it to go crazy. Like, I was like, yo, you can make, 5, 10, 20 grand a month in real estate just playing a middleman with contracts, wholesaling real estate. You don't have to buy the property. You don't have to be the, you don't need a real estate license credit. And that shit was just like perfect timing. It was right 2018 or so. People just began to have a lot of success. And then I realized our people who grow up being a middleman in a dope game and everything else. I'm like, hey, you've already mastered the game of being a middleman. Let me show you a legal way that you can play that and do it with real estate. So that was what kind of really made it resonate for people. Like, hey, man, if you get into that, it changes the game. And now, hundreds of thousands of people have come through the training. I got 23,000 active students in my program. It's probably the largest real estate program in the country, probably in the world. 23,000 people. Like, the numbers are just unbelievable.
Well, listen, if I can use your platform to reach out to my city, Oakland in particular,
absolutely,
who's been given a bad light. And I don't know if it's because it's always been one of the most beautiful cities and towns, I should say, in the world, and I didn't travel them. Let them know to continue to buy in Oakland. I'm still heavily invested in the neighborhoods. You know what I mean? I'm keeping my property. I'm staying down in Oakland, and I suggest you should too. And a lot of the guys that are bipping, stop tripping and grab you some property, and have a sense of value around there, because it's been, like you said with the course, it's accessible for you. And I think that you running around and you're not getting the information. You need to get the information and know that them blocks and that you moving around in are there for you. You can buy them. Let's buy back Oakland and stop, running away from it, because you'll look back and somebody else is going to be owning it. Do not, because, I done been in Oakland and we done been through the drug wars. We done been through all the stuff, right, as a kid growing up, right? And Oakland ain't never lost the streets to nobody that's been breaking windows. You know what I'm saying? So, don't be fooled, people. You know what I'm saying? This property, when I was young, it was always wait. The economy is going to do this and do that. Well, 20 years later, 30 years later, everything is so much more expensive. So, to my city in particular, in Oakland, continue to buy, continue to stay there, and let's keep it black and keep it proud.
Yeah, the area is definitely one that can be,
or I should
profitable.
say multiracial, because I love my brown and my brown brothers, and you know what I mean. So, and they're buying. And I like that they're buying in there, and I like everyone that says, "Oh, you can rent, you can rent to some Mexicans, and they're going to pay your rent, or they're going to pay rent, I should say, right?" But it's more about my people too, understanding that we don't need to run out of Oakland. You know what I'm saying? We need to come together as a people and know, okay, we're not going to smash and we're not going to tear it up. You know what I mean? This is really ours. And I think that, the other generations, and particularly mine, we knew that. That's why I own property there now. And that's why I'll continue to own property, because I believe in my city like that. You know what I mean? So I just want to just use, because you in that real estate space, I wanted to use an opportunity to speak out to my town.
I appreciate you doing it, man. First and foremost, anybody in the area out there needs to understand you can make a ton of money wholesaling. Just being a middleman. Get online. I got a free step-by-step 3-hour training. You can watch it. Go right to the link in my bio. Walk you right through it. Like, learn how to get in, play the middleman. I call it the pawn shop of real estate. You just play the middleman, flip contracts, and you can get profit. So,
and listen, and particularly, we'll have a promo code in there. Go in there, and you're going to get the exclusive secret sauce that Bill uses with T. They don't know about that, but they're going to give. You're going to put the promo code in there, right? Okay, the promo code is going to be in there, and it's that secret shit. Go ahead and do it in the town business.
Yeah, got you. What off the field? I mean, outside of sports, we talked about the real estate,
yes.
and I love that you mentioned you owning back in Oakland. Like, as far as Devin being able, like, he's coming in the money and everything else, are you pushing ownership towards Devin? Like, hey, own property.
Right, absolutely. We're pushing to own, not just own property, but own property in low income areas, and give people an opportunity to have good places to live at. You know what I mean? And ultimately, working with the state of California and doing it. And, in places that, I grew up in, because, a lot of times they have those, what they call slumlords. And I never, thought that we would be in a position that we can choose to have property and not take care of it, or have property and take care of it. So I choose to invest in where I grew up in, and I'm committed to taking care of it, and hopefully, being an example.
Give me some of your proudest accomplishments.
Outside of being a dad is my biggest, accomplishment. Obviously, you play with cars and trucks, and you get those things, and you ultimately get a chance to never play with a life. A life is something that you're given by God. You know what I mean? So I played with toys, and I ended up getting all the hot cars, and, you go places and you go to the nice parties, and you get, fortunately for me, thank you to the BWAA Writers Association voted me the manager of the year, 2023.
Hey, salute to that.
That's a major accomplishment, but nothing surpasses being a dad, you know what I mean, and being a father, so and like I said, I have 4 amazing kids and 3 bonus babies that I wouldn't trade in for nothing in the world.
Come 420, as the decision or whatever is being announced, what are you, as a father, as a trainer, like, what are those thoughts before those announcements?
What are my thoughts?
Like, just sitting there, like, what's your nerves? What's the thought process? You watch the fight, because I seem like boxing is always, I just say it flat out, seems rigged. I watch fights where I'll see a fighter seem like they dominated the entire fight, and then you're leaving it to the judge to say, hey, did he win or not? Is any nerves or anything that goes through your mind in the moments?
Well, that man is not perfect. You know what I mean? So that you can be on the wrong side of a bad decision, right? So obviously, those are the very intense moments. You know what I mean? But when you can look over and you can see that your fighter is doing good and has gotten through what is a war, which the other guy is saying that they're coming to take his head off. So that at that point in time, that it's over with. And although it's being left into the judge's hands, but, God has blessed you that you now can, you know what I mean? You're going to get through another day. You know what I'm saying? And that's because it's a tough sport. You've seen people go in there and lose their life, man. So I think at the same time, that little moment is humbling for every fighter, but it's also, you know, that adrenaline rush that you look forward to because it's an anticipation that's out of this world.
Right. Super Bowl yesterday. Patrick Mahomes, he wins another Super Bowl MVP. What were your thoughts on the Super Bowl yesterday?
Well, I hope you ask me another question, that this is not the last one, so we don't leave off on a low note, being that we haven't won in the last 30 years. And you know what I mean? And listen, see, you start laughing. But the thing about it is I'm an honorary member, a fan for the 49ers because, you know, I'm from Oakland, so I'm a Raider, but I also love and respect, you know, the Bay in general. So when the 49ers is there, I'm rooting for them, but I'm really a you know, Oakland Raider. So, you know, it was a bittersweet night because, you know, everybody, you know, they didn't, you know, they're serious 49er fans. So it was.
So let's jump into the halftime show.
Yeah.
Usher performs. He got everybody all excited. Alicia Keys comes out in the red, what's her name? And Usher raps behind her, puts his arm around her, finessing. How would you feel if that was your wife in that same situation?
You know, when you talk about the Queen, Alicia Keys, and you talk about Usher, you know, another king, and you talk about them performing on that stage and them being young kids, you know what I mean, like brother and sister, you know what I mean? And that's truly all that they are because they grew up together in this business. And, you know, it's so corrupt that when you see the kings and the queens could get up to perform and to give you the realest that they can, and they perform their hearts out and they give all the emotions to it, and to shit on the show, shit on you for it, you know what I mean? And for thinking that. I think Swiss, he came out with something that was so articulate and so professional on him, and he saluted them, and I think that they should be saluted. And I think anyone that had spoke against it, you know, should you know, change their statement, you know, go on and apologize to the queen, you know what I mean? Because she was definitely, like I said, it just looked to me like it could have been two young performers that have been performing.
Yeah, I hear you.
Quite some time.
Don't perform too close on my motherfucking woman. You can say all the shit you want to. Don't perform too close on my woman. I'm gonna tell you right now, Usher, you've been getting fucking out of hand.
Yeah.
Don't choke. Hey, I've been backstage like, hey, look, nigga, before we get this shit going, look, I fuck with you and I like your music, but don't you fucking go too far with this shit. Don't. He been fucking up homes.
Yes.
Usher been goddamn fucking up. He's not fucking up my house. Yes. If my woman was a singer, hey, Usher, big fan, dog. I love your music, my way, all that. Listen, don't get this shit fucked up today.
Well,
don't get it fucked up.
Well, fortunately, you know, I'm part of the happy homes of America. You dig? Because I'm living in a happy home. So I know whose homes are happy. And Usher's home is very happy. And Swiss Beats and his wife is very happy. So I knew it wasn't any friction.
Oh, man,
you dig?
I'm sure
so
that
I think
their homes
that
are happy, but we gonna make sure you keep your damn hands to
no,
yourself.
No.
Hey, look, your home is happy and everything else, but hey, I seen your hand sliding, partner. Don't he put that there right at the top? Right, hey, get your goddamn hand down.
Yeah, well,
get your hand down. Touch my shoulder. Touch your shoulder. Hey, you can
listen,
float all around the shoulders and everything.
She had the cushion alert. You seen it was bigger than usual. It was not nowhere close to his ass because it was something that was in there that wasn't that. It was a cushion that was around there. When you just touch that, it's not really the ass. See, you know you got the eye. Did you not see the outfit? It was not really the ass. Take a look at it. Don't take a look at it. See, it's the gown is designed for Usher's hand and for the people, because that's not really. Take a look.
This look real comfortable right here.
Huh? No, but I'm talking about the back part.
No, but I'm talking about
nobody's worried about the front part.
Why the fuck is he looking? No, nobody's too happy.
Nobody's worried about.
She looks too fucking happy. He looks like he's at home. This is not a good situation. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't want to see my woman look this happy even if she's performing. I don't want you to perform this well. I want you to look uncomfortable, goddamn it. Look like you don't like this nigga.
No.
Yeah, I don't know, because this nigga's a good singer and he can dance and everything. I don't like Usher. Hey, listen.
You got to look at
with somebody else's woman. Don't dance with mine.
I promise you got to look at the dress. She had an ab guard on it.
This right here is a no.
No, she had an ab guard on there. That's nothing. Excuse me, T. That's nothing. It was an ab guard, and she had a dress. She had a butt. She had a pad. Cause the dress, I seen it. It's not really the queen's body. It was not the queen's body.
Look where her hand with the wedding ring is like softly played. It just looks too fucking comfortable.
When you look back at the replay, look at the dress from the side angle. You're gonna see it was a woman.
Swiss Beats is more man to me when it comes to situations like this. I can admit when I go, yo, hey, you shit, nigga.
And listen, shout out to the queen. She had on amazing performance. And she had
This is by far not the down y'all performance because I was singing my ass off. I was singing like a motherfucker. And then at the end, I had two questions. I said, Usher, why the fuck did you skate between that man's legs with the look? That shit fucked me up. I said, why the fuck did you skate between his legs? And then I said, you was a little too touchy-feely, but I expect that shit from you. I knew you was going to do it. As soon as I saw it, I said, this nigga Usher about to pull a move. As soon as I saw Alicia Keys, I knew he was about to get his feel on.
Listen, she had on the protective
Super
Bowl gown suit that it was fill proof. It was fill proof. I'm guarantee you. He moved up back and the shit wasn't what you think.
But he was hugging her from the back.
The gown, it wasn't what you think. Take a look at it again. I'm saying when you run it back, I got good eyes. Shout out to the king and the queen. Y'all keep doing your thing. And guess what? Tony the closer.
I had a good one with him. I was like, man, I looked at Nicole. I said, now, I'm going to tell you what. We go to Usher concert. We going to have some rules in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, well, you know. And then you know, we put our queens in a box where they're not able to go up and perform the songs with the energy and the stuff that acting requires, because we know what acting is. You know, acting is acting like that they're not going back to that big old, that monster of a joint until they tell me different. Now, if I hear that there's some disharmony going on, but once I heard that Swiss came back with that very articulate, you know what I mean? You know, but now if he had said, "God damn it, this is the last time."
What about Kiki and her man? Kiki, that broke up a whole house. They went to war. Shit got nasty. All he did was dance. But it's something about that motherfucker. He magical around them women, boy. He ain't even got to do. He make a man get insecure.
Well, shout out to Usher and what he's been doing, because he's definitely a pioneer and a king, bona fide. But then also the queen, you know, Alicia Keys is always represented, you know, something that's always been so innocent, so pure in terms of being, you know, that woman that's now with Swiss and all that. You know, I'd hate, you know, to defame or down or misuse that as anything other than them doing some high-powered acting on Super Bowl Sunday in a game that we lost. And, you know, because I would be listen, I'd be talking about the 49ers right now, and you wouldn't be able to stop me. But being that, you know, the Chiefs won, it was a good game. It was good for, what you think about Ice Spice, though? Because I didn't know.
Taylor Swift the whole damn...
Yeah, but, you know, like, where does she come from? Because I don't know too many of her songs, not to say nothing about it. I mean, like, no, I'm saying is what happened, you know? What
Ice Spice do to you, man?
No, Ice Spice is, no. I'm saying she's fine as a motherfucker, and I'm, you know, and she's, you know, I just, like, she's big now. Like, what happened? Music, huh?
Music goes far.
Yeah, because I know Taylor Swift's been around for a long time, you know what I mean? And now I seen Ice Spice, she's the new girl, you know what I mean?
She got in the room.
Man, shout out to Ice Spice, man, salute to Ice Spice, doing a heck of a job.
Man, it
was a heck of a halftime performance altogether. You know what I'm saying? Usher, though, I liked his performance a lot.
Usher is probably one of the greatest performers of my generation, for sure.
Absolutely.
he's been, his catalog is unbelievable. He's been able to go, what, 3 decades down there of music. You know, it's amazing what he's been able to put together. Alicia as well, great body of work, amazing talent, beautiful skin. I see you with no makeup on. Wow, wow.
I think she started that, right? She
She
started that
she,
no
she
makeup
came
for
out there with no makeup on, looking flawless, man. Salute to you, Alicia Keys.
Man,
That's
you
what.
know that's the craziest part though is that women, if they don't have on any makeup, but look at us, we got to do this shit every day, right? We got to look
Regular face, right? Hey, look,
we,
I
you know,
prefer I
we
prefer
ain't
him
got
with
no
no
that.
makeup.
Yeah,
You don't think his
yeah.
baby
But I'm
sound
saying that's
good?
what I'm saying is I ain't that, and you know, it's not about no makeup, man. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like it's the person that you are, and you know when that person that loves you and they're looking at you, you know what I'm saying? You know, they're not looking at no makeup. They're feeling you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference.
Uh, I think New Orleans Super Bowl next year, huge venue going in the Superdome. What about basketball? Who your squad?
The Golden State Warriors. But you know, I'm a Laker fan. You know what I mean? Just going back to Magic Johnson in 1979. You know what I mean? Just what he's done with the Laker organization. You know, on with Kobe and then LeBron, of course. But uh, you know, I'm a Warrior as well. You know, so it's West Coast all the way. You know.
So, what's the difference between Bill Haney and BH? I've been waiting to get to this shit. I've been trying to figure out
I thought
who the
I
fuck is
thought we had
BH.
just ended the interview about 15 minutes ago.
But then you
BH
asked me a
on.
question, then I said, you know what? I got some shit I
Yeah,
want to know. Who is
yeah.
BH?
Well, listen.
Are you like
BH
Hulk
is
Hogan?
BH is initials, um, but it's a person that you know from Oakland, right, where I grew up at, and I think everyone from Oakland can appreciate the fact that instead of still using the name that I used to be that used to attribute to negative, I decided to use my real name, you know what I mean, and exemplify positivity. Um, because not the BH
Here we
wasn't,
go. Packing the mail.
yeah, not the BH wasn't me, and it wasn't someone that's a good person. It's just that you know what I mean. Like that was my name, my nickname in Oakland when I was a kid.
Yeah, man, you can pass the Hardin pack in the middle, yeah. Hmm. Shout out to Hardin, man. Goodie bags.
Shout out to Hardin. Of course, you know they got Tony the Closer fried today, and
Fried.
fried. And listen, and I come and I get all of my CBD needs. You know, especially for a trainer that's doing a lot of training, and you know, and I go get right, man.
I get my THC. You get his CBD.
There you go.
Um, Come to Hardin, #1 spot in Vegas, man. Best week. And you know one thing,
And
when I come to Hardin, the one thing I really love is that the people here really know their weed. Like, man, they were breaking down the different type of terpenes and all type of shit like that. I didn't even know that was what make me high, what make me up or down. I'm just like, I want indica or sativa, but they really broke it down, talk about the different types of terps and everything else. I was like, oh, this is some fly shit. Like, you got to be smart. They got a full little college back here, like Harding University. Each of the bud tenders have to actually go through a training to be able to get on the actual floor. It's impressive. So you're not just coming and getting high, but you're getting like the symptoms that you actually have that you want to address. They have bud tenders that know exactly what to give you. So that's why I like coming here, man. So like it's not just getting high, but like hey, like I want some uplifting type of. You tell them what you want to feel like, and they got something for you. So shout out
well,
to Hardin, man.
well, definitely shout out to Hardin, and I knew that if there was any Bill Haney on the streets and Ryan Garcia was smoking, it would be at Hardin. Period. You know, so I came down and it wasn't here, and maybe it will be here one day. And but I came down and got me some CBD.
Ooh, Lord, moon rock. Oh man, you gotta be right. I'm already in here sitting here sideways. I've been talking like I'm slow and shit. I've been here for like I'm talking in slow motion. It got me so damn high. They got that. They got that ooh in the Hardin, man. I'm talking about ooh wee. Man, yeah. So I looked in here. I didn't see any Bill Haney pack.
Oh,
I see
I'm
some.
right here.
I see some head cheese and a couple other flavors, but no Haney pack.
I'm here,
Yeah.
and it's so exclusive. I'm telling you, the Bill Haney is so exclusive. If it was out, it would be at Hardin. And Ryan, I don't know if you would even. I don't even know if you can get it. Have you ever, Ryan Garcia? Have you ever came down to Hardin? If you haven't, it's an invitation. Come down and
Well,
get you some CBD.
Well,
Or has he been here?
Well, I just
Has he
want
been
to.
here?
I just want to know if he gonna be in the pack come 420. Cause somebody's gonna be in the pack on 420. It's gonna either be Haney pack or Garcia pack. If somebody's pack, somebody gonna be in the pack.
Well,
The
now,
loser goes in the pack. That's what happens.
Tony,
So
and you're right, and that's the only way we can look at it. It's
the
official. It's smoke, baby.
this smoke.
It's smoke.
It's smoke.
Ain't no doubt about it.
Ooh wee. Somebody
We
get
ain't,
put in the pack come
running. We
420.
ain't running from it. We running to it. He raised his hand. He the one that started tripping. He raised his hand, so we respect it, and we know that he had to talk with Derek James and the rest of the team. You talk to Floyd. You talk to everybody. Listen, you're gonna have to need everybody, but they ain't gonna help you. On 420, you're gonna be in the ring by yourself with Devin, and he's gonna beat you for everything that you said.
That's a wrap.
That's right, Kenny. Hey, this is Bill Haney, and tune in to Get Your Ass Up, the podcast.